Yo, do you believe that there was a time period in history where giants actually roamed the earth? If so, you're not alone. And yes, there is evidence all across the globe that supports that giants once roamed this earth. Now let's get to the fun part. Of course, first we have ancient Egypt, papyrus art. Throughout the time of reign in ancient Egypt, traces of giants were commonly found in their art. And I mean like commonly found, like a lot. All three pieces of ancient Egyptian art shown, the giants are portrayed as kings and queens. They are worshipped. I do believe that they were worshipped to this extent because they helped in the creation of the pyramids of Egypt. Yep, the three great pyramids of Egypt. Next we have mountains, and more importantly, the Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Alright, so you guys take a look at this. Then take a look at Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Y'all can't tell me that the bottom of this mountain does not resemble a tree stump. Next, you have the giant footprint of South Africa. Specialists did try to go ahead and say that this footprint was carved into the side of this mountain, but I don't think so. Even if y'all think so, explain this. Throughout the last 10 years, we have made a great amount of discoveries pertaining to the skeletons of giants. Skeleton specialists and historians are saying that all of these are a hoax, but at the Smithsonian alone, there's a collection of at least 18,000 skeletons and bones that the public doesn't have access to. This type of stuff always brings me back to the same thing. What could they possibly be hiding from us, and why? One thing I do know is, whether we are talking about fallen angels or Nephilims or regular giants who roamed the earth during ancient time periods, giants existed and they played a huge part in our civilization during those early time periods, especially during the construction of the three great pyramids. Of course, at Easter Island as well. I believe that the Moai was created to honor and praise the gods, the giants. And I promise y'all I could go on, but I'ma stop. Let me know if y'all want a part 2 though. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Love y'all.
Alright, hear me out. What if the Tricks rabbit was actually trying to save the kids from the tricks? Because tricks are made for kids, but to harm kids. Because if you look at the Tricks ingredients, it's loaded with some fucked up shit. Trisodium phosphate, Red 40, what? Red 40 is linked to allergies, migraines, and mental disorders in children. And fucking children, bruh. And that's who tricks are for. Children. Trisodium phosphate is a fucking degreaser, bruh. A stain remover, bruh. What the fuck? The warning labels on this shit will tell you to keep it out of reach of children, bruh. Bro, it's telling you to call poison control if you come in contact with this shit, bro. So why the fuck would they want kids to eat it, bro? That rabbit was a fucking hero.
Everyone understands how the solar system works, right? So, the sun. Here's the sun, right? The lines show what's going on. The sun's going 500,000 miles per hour, or Mach 88, 88 times the speed of sound. So, if the sun is going Mach 88 through space, and we're chasing the sun, orbiting it, right? Like this. Just look at the lines, it shows what's going on. That's how you use points of reference. Anyway, so if the sun, if we're doing that, if we're going 88 times the speed of sound through space, wonder how many miles we travel a year. Oh wait, I googled it. 4.4 billion miles. Right. Wow. But the stars align in the same spot every year, once a year. So if I go out tonight and take a picture of the stars, right? And then I wait a whole year, I wait 365 days, I go out the same day, as long as it's clear skies and I can see the stars, and I take a picture of the same spot in the sky, the same stars will be there. So that's what you've got to understand about this. And also, you understand, we're doing this, and all the other stars are apparently doing that too. They're all going different directions from the Big Bang, you know, from when that thing happened. So I know I've shown this in other videos, but no, we're not doing this. We're not just sitting here orbiting the sun like everyone thinks for some reason. They don't. Why doesn't anybody know that we're going Mach 88? We're going 88 times the speed of sound, apparently, chasing the sun while orbiting it. And all the stars. Have you ever thought about it? Think about this. I was doing a lot of thinking, and like I always do. And yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Because what about the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper? Can they always stay in the same shape if they're moving too, like we're moving? And how come they always are in? They end up in the same spot once a year every year. If you just take the time from one point, if you go out tonight and then the next year you go out the same day, how does this work? How do they make it make sense on a globe model? Seriously, I don't understand how they ever convinced me we were on a globe. Like, I'm thinking here, so if the ISS is traveling 17,500 miles an hour, and then people get on and off it, right? Like, they fly up there and they say, oh, I'm on the ISS, we're doing a mission today, woo-doo-doo-doo-doo. How did they catch that thing? 17,500. Let's think. How fast is the fastest plane? That Blackbird that's super thin, you know, that one. How fast is that plane? Guess what? It's only like, it's less than 2,500 miles an hour. This is really just hurting my head to think every day like this. Please, someone think with me. Let's do some thinking in the comments. Follow the page.
You as much as possible, but it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past.
No matter how old you are, they have always told us we only explore 5% of the ocean. That's not true. But it's not that we don't want to explore what's in the ocean or that we don't have the technology. It's because for the majority of the 20th century, all we did was ocean exploration. Because the NACA, aka NASA, which was established in 1915, found things in the ocean that they did not want to return to. But what could it possibly be? Could it be aliens? Could the ocean be another entrance to the hollow earth? Could it be an advanced species? Or could it be dangerous animals that we just do not have enough information on to study? Either way, with the world being made up of 70% water, there's room for everything I just said to be true. But one thing for sure though, there have been a number of UFO reportings recently, especially around the Pacific Ocean. Here I'm gonna show y'all video footage from the USS Omaha that was sitting on the coast of California in the Pacific when it encountered a UFO. In this video, you can see the unidentified object floating over the Pacific Ocean moments before it plunges underneath.
Was recorded inside the Omaha's command center just before 11 p.m. on July 15th. The image on the screen shows a 6-foot in diameter sphere that traveled alongside the Omaha for about an hour. It was pitch black outside, so the image was obtained via a thermal sensor. Personnel in the command center made multiple recordings of what was on the screen. At precisely 11 p.m., the unidentified sphere seemingly vanished into the ocean.
Yeah, y'all see how crazy that is? That's not even the worst part. Right after the situation with the first UFO, 14 more UFOs over the course of 3 days were found on a radar surrounding the USS Omaha. I gotta take a look at this.
Over a period of hours, crew members on the USS Omaha, which is located in the center of this radar screen, monitored the approach of the unknown objects, as many as 14 at one point, all around the ship. 2 different radar systems watched the objects and estimated their speed.
Track 781 just sped up to 46 knots, 50 knots, closing in. Oh, actually 38 knots. Oh, fast. That much.
Remember, that's just one incident out of the entire world, and the world is made up of 70% ocean. Then remember who recorded the situation, the Navy. It's small stuff like that that allows you to put the pieces together. Alright, so y'all go ahead and let me know what y'all think in the comments, and also let me know if y'all think that they explore more than 5% of the ocean, or if they only explore 5 and they telling the truth. I'm out.
I know not all of you missed my content over the last 3 days while I was being, censored in live view only mode on this account. But I'm just going to plug my second account real quick, because this one, I'm getting a lot of threats saying that I'm really close to being removed. So if that does happen, I might be posting more content on this page, and then I'll probably make a third page. But in the time being, yeah, none of these photos are real, guys. I've been watching people's live streams saying that the 1972 picture was real. None of them are real. None of them are real. Freaking NASA has more digital artists than Disney. Did you know that? But here's a video of a bunch of pilots saying that the Earth's flat.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
Curvature, no.
No? There's no curvature?
It's just all flat.
What's up, pilots? Is the earth flat or round?
Flat.
Thanks. I'm with you.
Are you a pilot?
Yes, sir.
One question.
Okay.
When you descend in the air,
Yeah.
do you dip or do you go straight?
It's straight.
Straight?
A little more with the nose out. That's it.
But straight. You don't dip
Yeah.
into the...
No.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome, sir.
Guys, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I've been flying,
Yeah.
and I've come to the conclusion
Yeah.
there is no curvature. I never allow for curvature. There's no way there's curvature.
Absolutely
We're around the
none.
planet,
Where
aren't we?
is it? Come on,
We are,
show
aren't
it
we?
to me.
Thank you. I've got a couple of serious questions to ask you.
Okay, here we go.
Really serious.
There's a bit of time. Curvature.
Curvature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't allow for curvature, do we?
Yeah. For anything, not for you usually.
No, we're round. We're a disc, aren't we? Round and flat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, look, honestly, quite seriously,
Yeah.
we are, aren't we?
Yeah,
Just got one question to ask. Flat or a ball?
Flat.
Well, I never feel as breaking round. If we live on a ball, surely we'd have to fly around it. Yeah, it feels like flat or a ball.
Oh, he agrees with us.
I think it's flat.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's
It
flat.
certainly
Me
does,
too.
doesn't it? And you've got that flight instrument down there to keep it flat.
Gravity exists.
Gravity? There's an unproven theory.
No, it's not.
I did have
It
one
is.
question.
Unproven
Is there
theories,
a
tell
specific
people.
angle of downward tilt you have to fly at to 3 degrees? 3 degrees for the curvature of the Earth? Oh, for the Earth? Because we just fly over the troposphere. Really? Yeah. Do you have to keep like kind of going down because? No, we actually have to nose up. It flies.
If you need more evidence than that, try my pinned videos. I don't know.
OMG! Reptilianos captados. End video.
Yo, so I'm gonna show y'all a video of Dick Gregory explaining in great detail the assassination of Malcolm X. But before I do that, I'm gonna give y'all a bit of background information so everything can make sense. Remember, while watching this video, the two men that were originally found guilty of killing Malcolm X were both exonerated after decades of serving time in jail. And if that's not enough, due to the Freedom of Information Act, the CIA was forced to admit that they rented the Audubon Ballroom a week before his assassination. So that right there gave them plenty of time to set up everything they needed for the assassination. And with those two pieces of groundbreaking information being said, let's get into this video.
Black folks that they got to kill Malcolm, Malcolm was standing on a stage like I am. They threw a smoke bomb in the back. When everybody got to watching the commotion, the brothers ran up with double-barrel shotguns and shot him. But under the Freedom of Information Act, we were able to get the autopsy of Malcolm, and all the bullets in Malcolm is going down. Now, I can't stand on this stage and y'all down there pointing up, which means the government have such a low view of those black folks that would do it. They didn't even give them real bullets. They gave them blanks. Malcolm was shot from the ceiling top. And also under the Freedom of Information, the CIA have been forced to admit that they rented the Audubon Ballroom a week before. And that's when they went in there and tore them walls out and put them guns in the wall and shot him from a downward projection. That's what this game is about.
Yo, that's part 2 100% gonna show y'all that he was not killed by who y'all think he was killed by. Malcolm X was indeed set up. Let's get into it. If y'all go back to the speech about Dick Gregory in part 1, you're gonna hear him mention two men run up with sawed-off shotguns and shoot Malcolm X. But like he mentioned in the interview and like what actually happened, that was not the case. The two men who apparently ran up and shot Malcolm X were exonerated from all charges. The two men are named Muhammad Aziz and Khalil Islam. So again, if these two men were exonerated, proven innocent, then who actually killed Malcolm X? Which brings me to my next point. Just a week after the two men were exonerated from charges dealing with Malcolm X's death, Malika Shabazz, along with the rest of the family of Malcolm X, decided that they want to reinvestigate the connection between the feds or the CIA with his death. So the day that the two men were exonerated from all charges dealing with Malcolm X, again, Malika Shabazz and her family heavily pursued the reinvestigation of the connection with the feds and her dad's death. 2 days later, after the request for the reinvestigation and the exoneration of the two men found innocent, Malika Shabazz was found dead in her New York apartment by her daughter. Medical examiners said that she died from natural causes, but we all know how that go. It's just so crazy that once she requested a reinvestigation with the connection between the CIA and her father's death, that 2 days later she dies from natural causes. It's crazy, but it make you think. What was actually the cause of Malika Shabazz's death? Alright, now go ahead and let me know what y'all think in the comments.
I keep that stick, I don't do no brawling. Open out the doors and let them all in here. Yeah, they all in here. We big dog. We come out the pound, so we big dog. Heavy patty got me break my wrist off. I'm young out of rocket by the lead dog. 3, 2, 1, I got big dog status. I'm a big dog,